So let me share with you who I am, what the Wildfire Movement is, and why I'm doing it, and then how to be a part of it, how to really open up to deeper layers of yourself and why I'm here. So the Wildfire Movement is where women are really igniting their wildfire. They're reclaiming their sensual warrior goddess power. They're embodying radical self-love and being fiercely feminine leaders. I think it's important to use these specific words because I'm about balance, light and dark, feminine, masculine. You have to have it all and accept it all. There's a lot of work that is just in the light. There's a lot of people who only really look at half aspects, right? They only kind of stay on one side. And we can't love ourselves if we don't accept and love all of us. And that's shadow work. That's the darkness, the dark side. And I think this is a beautiful time to really be looking at all areas and learn more about ourselves in that aspect. So I'm Chelsea Wildfire. I am a feminine embodiment coach, a soul guide, and a fearless leader, inspiring a global movement of women. And I'm here to help you ignite your inner flame, reclaim your power, and love yourself more and break these repeating patterns. Wildfire is my medicine name. It is an essence. It's an energy. It's that wild, fierce energy that gets stuff done, that's passionate, that's inspired, like it, there may be a little intensity to it, right? If you know me, you know who I am. I'm super passionate, super powerful, excited about so much. I see a few of you on here. Drop a heart, say hello. If you could allow the StreamYard permission so I can see who is here and say hello. I'd love to hear who's tuning in. Drop a heart, drop a comment. Do you know me? Do I know you? Who is here? Who's watching? I want to know. So I shared a little bit of what the Wildfire Movement is. It's really helping women embody their truth, know who they are, be able to get through their own fear, their own limitations, and learn what their own stories and beliefs are that's holding them back. Hello, beautiful. I see somebody said, hey, girly, drop a comment. Let me know your name, because if you don't give StreamYard permission, it won't tell me who you are. But I'm super glad you're here. I see a few of you watching. Who is part of this Wildfire Movement? Are you already in my women's Facebook group? Are you already inspired and excited by what I share and want more of it? Because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to share and ignite fires in everybody I come across. Ooh, Autumn, girl, you have been so great lately. I'm super excited you're here. Thank you for being here. You know a little bit about what this Wildfire Movement and this energy that I'm bringing, and I want to share with you the why. So I've had a couple of people say to me, because I am this light, positive energy, like I have this good energy, people have made assumptions. And that really irritates my soul. Like, people like to judge and think that, I had it easy, or, I just had things handed to me, or that because I'm a woman and I look good, I just get what I want and get things handed to me. And those judgments spark a fire in me that's not always the best fire. But I have not had it easy. I grew up fast. I learned the lessons when I was younger so that I could be of service. I am here to be a light worker and a shadow worker, right? I work on both aspects, both ends. And to be a healer, to be a soul guide, to be an embodiment coach, you better know what you're talking about and what you're doing, right? When I went through and was learning and doing my training to be a feminine embodiment coach, I really had to do the work. But before that, I'm talking like when I was young. The reason why I'm here to help other women is because my innocence, my power, my strength was taken away when I was really young. And I want to help other people get that back and do it faster and easier than I had to go through it over and over and over. So I see a few of you here. Drop a fire if you're already part of it, if you're feeling it, if you're excited about this. I'm super excited to have you here. And I just want to say that this is what I'm here for. So I stand against women having to hide or play small in shame or fear. And yes, my cat has to join in. And I stand against women having to hide in shame and fear because of past pain, past trauma, and people taking their power and their innocence. I believe that we all have a purity, a light, a positive energy that is here to help other people. And to get to it, we have to go through all the layers of shame and guilt and judgment and ideas and beliefs that other people have put on us, and that we have to really get through all these layers and learn and grow together. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story with you, and I hope it resonates with you. And if it does at any time, drop a heart. I want to, know that you're connecting and feeling into this too. So why am I here? So I went from powerless, from not having a voice, from not having my own power or strength to say no, to know anything, to having toxic power. It was like a pendulum, right? I swang from one side to the other. And I started using my sexuality to get what I want. Sorry, my cat. She ignores me all day and then she comes over here. So I learned in my childhood that other people are going to take what they want from you if you can't stand up for yourself, or if you're young and you don't know better, right? So I learned through this sexual abuse that to receive love, I must use my body. That my innocence, my sexual energy, my essence, that other people wanted. And through abuse and trauma and those pains is the dark forces trying to take our energy, our power away from us. And that has happened to so many of us. And it's not fair how many people have been abused, raped, molested. Like, these are powerful, scary words, and I said them out loud because that is our reality. That is still happening, and it's happened to so many of us that we know. That's why there's such a movement right now. There's such a growth right now to help each other and to help women stand up and speak their truth and share their stories and to get help for what they've been through. So when I was younger, I didn't know what yes or no meant, right? If there is some sort of sexual abuse when you're younger from an adult, it is automatically abuse because you don't know, right? Adults are supposed to teach us the way. And I didn't know any better than just to allow that the men who were supposed to protect me and keep me safe, they didn't. Some of them did, they tried, but some of them also didn't know. And then other ones just took that power away and hurt me and did things they shouldn't have done. And so then I learned when I was really younger that it was safer just to stay quiet, to play small, to really just be quiet and not push back against anybody who was pushing towards me, right? And that's even with bullying too. People kept pushing and judging and coming at me. Well, then if I pushed back, I was the problem. I was the perpetrator when I was trying to protect myself and stand up for myself. But then it came out of anger and fear, which then causes the whole problem, right? So one of the instances too is when I tried to speak up, I wasn't believed, I wasn't trusted. How many of you here, something bad has happened or there's an altercation, a problem with somebody, and you tried to speak up for yourself and nobody believed you, nobody trusted you, or they made up an excuse for the other person. That taught us a lot of negative things. And growing up then with these ideas has caused so many unhealthy relationships, unhealthy patterns, coping mechanisms, different ways that I was dealing with my wounds and learning how to survive. I wasn't thriving. And through the releasing this shame, releasing this old pain, finding self-forgiveness and reclaiming my own power, then I could finally be this fierce leader that I am. I come from a place of hurt and pain, but it helped me shape who I am today so I can help you. And there's been so many times where I was going through it and it really sucked and it was so hard and I was crying. I was like, why? There's a time I didn't believe in like any gods or spirit or any sort of spirituality. I just felt lost and alone. And I've had a lot of anxiety and sadness, and I was drinking and partying and just doing drugs to try to numb the pain, because that was the only way I was having fun, is I had to do all this stuff to feel something. And when you're numbing, when you're doing all of that, it numbs the pleasure. And then when you have so much pain, you just want to hide and numb that pain, and also hides and numbs the pleasure. So through this growing up and getting sick and tired of the abuse, of the same old lack of love, of the lack of money, the scarcity, the not enough, never having enough joy, pleasure, happiness, anything, to different addictions, to different things, to really giving my power away to everybody else. Everybody else had power over me. My desires had power over me. I thought I was being free and wild and having fun, but the truth was that my power, my desires were really holding me captive. Like I couldn't actually have fun or enjoy life because I had to have something else make me feel good. And I'm done outsourcing my joy and my pleasure, and I hope you ladies are too. All right, so to join, to learn more, to be a part of this with me, join my Facebook group.